Erica's side of the bedroom looked like a bomb had gone off. Even a month after her sister's escape, the place was a mess. And Liza was starting to admit to herself that Erica wasn't coming back. She had her boyfriend, Troy, now. She was safe. Downstairs, the door slammed, and Liza flinched. Her dad was home. But maybe he wouldn't realize that she was. She kept folding the clothes that Erica had left behind, moving around on light feet. The floorboards had an annoying habit of creaking, betraying her to her father's anger at night when she was supposed to be asleep. But it was 3 p.m. Not even the most irrational man could think she'd gone to bed. There was something hard in the pocket of an old pair of Erica's jeans. Liza reached in, and her fingers brushed against cool metal. She pulled it out, and her heart twisted. The cheap silver bracelet didn't look like much. The clasp was tarnished, and one of the charms had already fallen off. Liza had scrimped and saved to afford the thing for Erica's 16th birthday. Her sister loved shiny things. She'd found a piece of obsidian rock somewhere and kept it on her nightstand like a talisman since they were children. The rock was gone. The bracelet was here. Erica didn't care enough to take it when she moved out. Liza's fist curled around the cheap metal, threatening to bend the edges of the charm, and she squeezed her eyes shut before they could do something stupid like start to tear up. It was a cheap bracelet. So what if Erica had forgotten about it? All of Liza's life, she'd been determined to keep her little sister safe, and now she was, for some value of safe. Troy wasn't the kind of guy Liza would have wished for her sister. He worked at the factory with their dad. He liked going to the bar, and she had seen a sly grin on his face more than once before he and Erica started dating. But she hadn't tried to stop Erica from leaving, not when it meant escaping this house. "Liza, get your ass down here now!" The thunderous roar of her father's voice made her freeze in place. Liza set the bracelet down on the side table and took 3 seconds and 2 deep breaths before hurrying down the stairs. Dad didn't sound drunk, and she wasn't sure if that was a good or bad thing. He'd been drinking more lately, coming in at all hours, driving down the roads and putting everyone's life in danger. But when he was at the bar, he wasn't home, and that made him someone else's problem. Her father stood in the kitchen, a dangerous look on his face. "How dare you leave this mess in here? I keep a roof over your head. I expect a little respect." He jammed his finger at the countertop, and Liza's heart sank. She hadn't noticed the ring on the counter from her coffee mug earlier. She was usually better than that, but she'd been distracted by something stupid. Some stupid dream that wasn't going to get her anything. "And what about this mess in the sink?" He nodded toward the basin. There were 2 dishes, both of them from her father's breakfast. Why was she so damn stupid? She knew he got like this. It didn't take anything to set him off, and it was easy as hell to load the dishwasher. Liza lowered her gaze and felt her shoulders slump. "I'm sorry, sir. I'll do it right now." Her father stalked away, making an angry sound in the back of his throat. He didn't touch her. He didn't hit. He wasn't that mean. But sometimes he got too close. Sometimes he held onto her arm a little too long, his grip a little too tight. Rarely did he leave bruises. She knew he could. She had to get out of here. It only took 2 minutes to tidy up the kitchen, and as she went to throw away a used paper towel, her eyes snagged on something in the wastebasket. The job fair. She snatched the flyer out of the trash and wiped off some of the coffee grounds that were starting to stain it. Luckily, none of those landed on the floor, where there would be hell to pay. Harper Forest Valley Job Fair, Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., entry-level positions available. Walk in and get hired. She wasn't stupid. The kind of jobs they were offering there weren't going to pay much, but she didn't need much. Rent in the valley wasn't too bad. She just needed out of this house. And she wasn't going to depend on some guy like Troy or her father to give her a new home. She'd grabbed the flyer on a whim while she was out picking up groceries last week. Her dad didn't want her working. Why let his daughter work when he could have a maid at home?